how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Medical report. That's all I got for you lately, because that's all I'm consumed with. All I got is doctors. Let me tell you something. Good advice. If you go to a dentist and they do something to you and they set you out the door with temporary teeth until your crowns come in. Now, I think I need to go down here and just make a U-E, because that'll be a heck of a lot easier than trying to cross. If it isn't fitting right, you're going to have issues. I dealt with for a week of, I thought maybe I needed a root canal, or, I am bruised and sore from the needle and all that. That they agreed with. And the gum line around there, even the girl that helped me out today said, I can see like the holes where the needle went in. I guess you could see the little pinching she was trying to tell me from where the needles went in. They had to do that because I was feeling some pain. And you don't want to feel any pain. But the temporary that I had, they're acrylic. And one of my teeth is so pretty that the stuff went underneath it like a ledge. Don't come out on me. He didn't care. I'm coming anyway. And I don't know, but I went in there. The doctor had to drill it out. I didn't need another shot, but the assistant couldn't get it out. They come in there with needle nose. Those like needle nose pliers, and they wiggle it back and forth. They yank that, they pull it out. And there was a piece of acrylic that was underneath the one tooth that they drilled all around and did a buildup on and created something to put a crown on. And I've got another completely new temporary now that covers two teeth, and they're together. The crowns will be actually two different pieces. This is just one, so like a mold, you bite down and then, but man, my bite is perfect. It is normal. I am not hitting high spots and making me want to grind my teeth. And, oh, what a relief it is. So I was there for an hour because I had to wait on the doctor who had another patient. The assistant could not get the one piece out. That when they removed the temporary, there was a piece, like I just explained. So she had to drill it out, and being careful not to hit, one of my other teeth and my gum, and, with no Novocaine. I call it Novocaine. Probably call it something else. But anyway, wow. I'm so glad I went back. I'm so glad. If you ever have, and people have told me this, they go back. Their crowns aren't right. Their temporaries aren't right. They need to polish them. They need to file them down a little bit more. The bite's too high. It's got to be perfect. And, man, so much better. I'm so relieved. But I did find out that I still owed more money. Apparently, my disadvantage plan kicked in and covered more than nothing on the crowns. Nothing, not a penny. That's all on me. But the deep scaling that I got, I thought all I had was the basic from the disadvantage plan. What do you call the polishing, the little cleaning you get every year, every 6 months, and an x-ray. Something they can just get you in, try and sell you something. But no, they billed, and Humana paid a little bit on this scaling that I got done on the bottom, of which it didn't pay at all. I paid $300. And then they paid them another $90 or something. And then they're telling me today I owe $50 more. It's my deductible kicking in. I'll tell you what's kicking in. It's kicking me in the teeth. But you know, at this point, I'm so relieved that they got me in the day I called. They took care of it. They spent as much time as, oh boy, we got an accident up here. The cops have got it blocked off here. What's going on? I knew I shouldn't have turned down this road. That, you know, it's going on that care credit anyway, but they can hit me with that when I go back for my permanence, which will be any day now, whenever they come in. Otherwise, I'm scheduled, I think, on the 20th of May to have my permanent three additional crowns put in. But man, I feel like I could just use these if I didn't already had paid for them. I'll just roll with these. It don't get any better than this. Break out the old Milwaukee. Wow, I can't believe what I dealt with for a week. You know, they don't know. They're not your mouth. You got to tell them, look, it doesn't feel right. But I was numb that day. And after I got home and the numbness wore off and the pain started where I got the needle, but the bite was high. And they put this little carbon paper in your mouth and they have you bite down. I guess if it leaves a mark on the tooth, it shows you're high there, and they file that down. And then when you don't, you know, make a mark anymore, you're good. I am good. Man, am I good. So anyway, we got that done. What's going on here? The police is everywhere. There's a truck. Oh yeah, we got us a big one here. Truck and trailer stuck in the sand. Head-on collision with another truck. Buckled up. A full-on truck. Chevy. Oh my gosh. It was a truck with a trailer, like a landscaper, and another truck. And that was what the problem was. Yeah, I told you the other day, I Googled it. There are 700 car accidents in the U.S. alone every hour. And believe me, it's more than that when you take out the hours where most people are sleeping. They're happening all the time. No wonder car insurance is so high. But people drive like morons. They really do. I mean, I'm sure you're sitting here agreeing with me, because I know other friends of mine that talk about the same thing. Every day, no matter who you are, where you go, there's some moron driving erratically, speeding, passing on the wrong side, doing, I don't know. Don't get me started. I digress. Anyway, I'm happy. I got, now I'm going to go and do something else. Like, look, my car's so smart. It's telling me, look, it's telling me I'm in a school, which is not on right now, and the speed limit. But because it's a school, go 20. How about that? I don't know if that was in focus or not, but wow. I am just elated with how I feel. And I think that was underneath that tooth. What they did was they put a wax, she said, in the impression to prevent the acrylic from going underneath, because it finds its own way, you know. It just molds. That was creating some pressure. Man, this is great. All right, and so now it's to Walmart, pick up a couple of things. I've got my garbage right here. And why is it there? Because there's one thing that everybody will forget. Tell me in the comments, if you don't have a garbage can that you put to your own curb and you have to go to a dumpster like me or people that live in apartments, You can put it on your roof. You can put it in your trunk, and you will say, I'm going to the dumpster. You will start your car, and you will go to work or go wherever you're supposed to be. You will completely forget before you can put it in drive. I do it every time. So I put my bag in the trunk while I went into the dentist, and I opened up the trunk, and what did I see? My trash. So I put it in the front. So I'm sitting here looking at it. That's where it'll go from now on. That's going to stop. It happens every time. That has got to stop. And so I'm going to find a place to dump it. They got cans here at Walmart, or I'll just hit my dumpster on the way home. Probably what I'll do. But have you ever done that? And people will put it on their roof. When I used to live in Atlanta, and they will not see it up there. But they didn't want to put it in their car. They just leave it on the roof. They drive right out of there and go to work, ready for their coffee or something. And trash will fall on the street and be scattered everywhere because it blew off their roof. That I don't do. I've seen other people put it on their hood, so you definitely don't forget that one. Little pieces of acrylic in my mouth. But here's a tag from Gwinnett County, Georgia. That's where I used to live. Duluth. Oh my gosh, my bite was so off. I knew it. I got a good one now. So, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm just really happy that I went to the dentist today. And I'm not happy about owing $50 more, but it's not $500 more. And when you owe $6,000, what's another $50? Crush it.